Gary.
I'm Dorrie, just Dorrie.
Now, earlier today, before we got into all this, you had mentioned something about a business idea.
Nope.
Something for the ladies? Oh, shut me down. Yeah. Yes, and.
Yes, and.
Thanks, improv lady.
I'm not improv lady. But you know what, though? Side note.
Oh?
Second City, as in the Second City.
Right, of Chicago.
Coming to the Majestic.
The Majestic?
The Majestic.
Oh, shit,
And they're having
son.
classes, and I signed up for it.
Yeah, you did. Okay, well, this show's about to get a lot better. I mean,
no,
half of it is.
I suck at improv, though. That's my fucking Achilles heel for theater. It is.
Well, okay.
But I'm just taking it because I'm like, Second City?
Yeah.
Fuck me. I don't have to go all the way to fucking Chicago.
Mrs. E went to see Second City while she was in Chicago.
That's a seashells thing.
Oh, yeah,
right
it is.
there.
Yeah, that's a tough one. And it was right around the time when old Liz Lemon herself would have been there.
What?
Yeah, she probably saw her and didn't even know
Amy
it.
Poehler was there then.
Exactly.
Same time.
Yep.
I'm going to turn my mic. Hold on. There we go.
Oh,
my service?
Yes.
My
At your cervix.
Giggity. I want to call it Safety Girl.
Okay. I think that's what Julia Roberts called herself in.
What?
Yeah, when
You're making shit up as you go along, aren't you?
she thought it was something about having a condom and Pretty Woman, and she said, "I'm a safety girl."
Oh, see, I didn't know that.
Yeah, she already stole your idea. Anyway,
damn
you can call it something else.
But it's a different. Yeah. It's the idea that I'm pretty benign. I have a lot of male friends growing up. I preferred male friends, and I do now. I have male friends, and they're all, of course, married now. Now that you're old, they're all married.
That's what happens,
right? And I'm really harmless. So I want to start a service where wives can go, okay, I trust this woman enough so that, my husband can go do podcasts with her or write sketches with her or go play D&D with her, and there's no threat, there's no nothing.
Oh.
There's zero.
Yeah.
Right? And because that's how it is.
Did you get a whole squadron of these safety gals, or just be?
Yeah, I could get. I don't know. I mean, I'll start off. I want to make the bank.
There you go.
Safety gal, because I mean it's. First of all, I don't have that glitch in my moral matrix. Is that maybe I will someday. I doubt it seriously though. I could
save
not,
it for later.
Save it for later. I could not. I've never cheated on anybody,
No,
so I
me
can't
either.
do that. That's not my thing. So I would be like safety girl. Plus, once I get my age, I'm like, I am fuck. I don't give a fuck. I don't care about sex. I don't.
Well, there you go.
I don't.
There's services for that too.
You rub one out once a month. That's all she wrote.
I heard there's a new designation. You've got your LG, you got your B, your T, your Q, your I, your A.
Yeah.
Now there's a asexual gray.
Actually asexual was around before.
Well, no, this is asexual gray. It's its own designation.
Is it an alien? That's asexual?
Sounds like it. No,
okay.
You're asexual with the gray area of sometimes you have sex.
Oh. Well,
So,
okay. I mean,
yeah.
I guess I could go asexual with sometimes you have sex, but I don't have sex. I haven't had sex in years.
Then,
Years.
but you're keeping the door open.
Well, not too much.
No.
Clearly. No.
Well, we're just putting on an awning over it, so to speak.
And it's retractable.
It is.
Gentlemen. I don't. Well, yeah. I guess. Yeah. I know. I did look into the whole asexual thing, but I'm not really asexual.
You don't have to join a club.
Nah. But I mean, there's everyone has a label now,
Mm-hmm.
right? And but the thing I actually subscribe to more, and I cannot remember the name of it. That's being super prepared for a podcast. Is when you have to have an emotional tie to somebody before you even entertain the concept of sleeping with them.
Yeah, that's weird.
That's. So I mean,
Based on the way things go these days.
Well, yeah, it's definitely not a Tinder grinder situation.
Tinder grinder.
Tinder grinder, doer.
Minder finder.
Minder finder. So you have anything good, or are we done here for the day?
Oh, pretty close. Well, in the throbbing vein of business ideas,
Yeah.
I had one, which
you?
I'm almost half-ass excited about, but I don't know. So solar panels, people got them.
I don't want to alarm you, but they've already been invented.
Okay, fuck. Okay, lunar panels. No. Solar panels are on roofs. Roofs get dirty. Once you get dirt on a solar panel, it cuts down on your sun, cuts down on your power. They need to be cleaned. But they're on the roof. They're fucking hard to get to. They're dangerous, liable not to get cleaned.
Right.
Drone solar panel cleaning.
Come on. So, but hang on now.
Okay.
But wait, there's more. So drones, as you know, have no moving appendages.
Not necessarily.
So how would you...
There
What would
are
happen there?
companies that make drones for this purpose. So you
Really?
could theoretically just probably buy one and do it. But
So like roof cleaning drones?
well, you
Like
would
chimney
have
sweep drones?
effectively a glass cleaner, but it would be angled because solar panels are all angled.
Right.
And you could have a drone designed with a spray nozzle or an array of spray nozzles at the bottom of this angled foot, say a 12 by 12 panel on the bottom of the solar panel.
Okay, you know all this gets me really hot.
I
You
know,
that.
that's the whole point.
Okay.
I'm testing this thing, and you say you're so moral, but let's find out after we get some hot drone talk in you. So there's
drone talk.
this nozzle that could spray
Come on.
cleaning fluid. Spray.
No, it was nozzle.
Nah. Yeah, douche
All
nozzle.
right, here we go.
So then above that on the foot would be rotating brushes, and above that a squeegee. So you land at the top of the squeegee is a sexual word. You land at the top of the panel, and gravity will bring
Just
you down.
bring down. Okay.
In the meantime, it's
Like a
spraying.
pool cleaner
Yeah,
almost.
yeah, and it's scrubbing and it's spraying and it's wiping and then you just go to the next stop, the next stop, the next stop. I think it might almost legitimately be a paying business,
Do it.
and you have people that need it every month because they get dirty again. And
That could be anything.
You're actually there's obviously a return on investment because they're getting more energy produced and
Right.
saving them more money
Right.
and yada
Right.
yada.
Do
And
it.
There's getting to be a shitload of these things around.
Do it.
Yeah, exactly.
I would love to have the solar panels on the house.
Yeah. Oh, it's
I would like that. A tiny house.
yeah.
Can you imagine?
You'd
Yeah.
see a benefit.
Yeah, I would.
It's amazing.
Because it's not my house, so I can't.
No.
But maybe in the future. I know I've got. Well, see, I think you should. I think you should do that.
I get these ideas.
You
and then
do.
Don't do anything with them.
Well, that's good.
That's why I'm broadcasting.
Is that what we're doing though?
Yeah.
Is it?
Well, in a sense,
Is it?
it could be.
Because like no one listens.
Well, we don't want to keep talking that way. We gotta be positive. You got
Well-
how many followers we got now on
Well,
Twitter?
okay.
Come on now.
So the goal was for
So we don't
want to
keep insulting our. We may have a couple listeners out there, and they're like, "Hey, fuck you, man! The guy sitting next to me is a second listener."
But I want to hear from them.
Well,
you know,
as Sandra pointed out, and it was sagely advice, was that
they don't do much of the talking about.
no, that
Okay.
podcast listeners are notoriously quiet.
Okay.
And
Well,
had
that's-
it not been for an open invitation to contribute to her show when she was with Mike way back in the day, we probably wouldn't be doing this now even. But I made contact with the Paranoid Strain podcast. Apparently, I'm going to be on that as a
fuck
voice.
you.
So yeah,
doing what?
he asked for somebody to call in and give him character voices that ask questions for him to go on with. So I'm going to be on an episode about flat earthers. And I came up with the name of Felonious Monk. So I am going to be your old pal, Felonious. And I want to ask you why
Felonious
Thomas
Monk?
Dolby is actually a flat earther. And what do you have to
No,
say
he's
about
not.
it? Yeah, he is.
Fuck no.
Probably just to fuck with the flat earthers. But yes, he is a member. So anyway.
Blinded we with fucking science.
Oh, God. Aliens Eat My Buick. I listened to it yesterday. It is a fantastic album. And some
God damn it.
genius
So
writing.
that's cool. Yeah, I don't really have any. I want to be able to call in on some shit. I need to start using my voices more for stuff.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because I haven't really done that in a whole long time.
Well, and I think that's the thing is that the audiences are so quiet that it's really not hard to get involved with a show if you're one of the few that's willing to say something. There's going to be 10 million people listening, and
Yeah.
4 people will get in there and get involved.
Do you know how many fucking podcasts there are?
Well, I Googled how many songs are there, and there are 93 million. There's got to be close to that many podcasts.
Yes.
now. Yeah.
There's a podcast for everything.
Sure.
There's a podcast about Futurama.
Well,
which
how
I actually
insulted
wanna
would
listen
you
to.
be if you were a podcaster and then you were talking to us and go, "Oh, hey, I have a podcast too." Like, oh, great, fuck.
Yeah. Well, wait, by Labor Day, the goal was 3,900.
Mm-hmm.
So I think we're going to make that.
Very
And by
close.
Christmas, I want to go 4,000.
Yeah.
By next year at this time, I want 8,000.
See, there you go.
Because I want to be
Now,
able
obviously,
to,
not all those people listen, but we
No,
do. And
because-
between Sandra's feed and ours, we get some downloads. There's
You know what
people
I
out there.
love? My
Yeah.
favorite ones are these people who create these Twitter sites, and it's supposed to say feelings. It says fellings. Just as fellings.
Okay.
I love it. Or there's an inordinate amount of people from India.
Well, sure.
But I mean,
They all have fellings.
But they. But I mean, they create these weird. Like they'll follow you and then they'll unfollow you.
Oh,
That's the game. That like these people create all these like weird sites, and I don't know what the game is. I haven't quite.
What's your
figured-
game, friend?
Nice. I haven't figured it out yet. I haven't figured it out yet because there are people who will follow you and like 3 weeks later unfollow you. But they're not like significant podcasters or anything. They're just like the Fellings people.
I'm not sure what the point of going back and unfollowing would be, unless it's something that's automatic, has a timeout on it or something.
No, it doesn't. And you know what's interesting is that the people who follow us and then unfollow us, I go through. This is how dedicated I am, my friend.
Yeah.
I go through all the people
You
that we
curse
supposed
their-
to follow. No, I unfollow them.
Curse their own bone.
I find them. I unfollow them. Because if they've unfollowed us, I'm like, bitch.
Right back at you.
Yeah, clickety click.
Yeah.
You know? Anyway, yeah, that's my life. That's
Speaking
how I
of
get
some
going.
weird shit, I've been going
Have we
having.
though? Did we speak of
We're about to.
Okay.
Following and unfollowing. It's a little scammy. I don't know.
following and
It
unfollowing?
almost seems scammy. I've been getting into some having a little taken some advantage of lately.
What? So what?
Yeah. Same day.
What's
Now this
happening?
is really adulty.
Is there a penis involved?
No, I'm talking adulting. Anyway.
Oh God,
You see?
no!
No, I think that
Broke
was last
the
episode.
gerund
Anyway.
rule.
Jared, that's making shit up. We homeowners. This is almost too bad to
Just
even
do it.
talk
Take a
about.
breath, man. Take a breath. There it is.
So our homeowners insurance policy people changed carriers, so we had to get another homeowners insurance policy. Which
Right.
Could there be anything more boring to talk about other than the color
Yes.
beige?
Yes, there could.
So I'm working on it. We'll get to it. Spent over an hour on the phone with an insurance salesman looking at a new policy.
Oh God, that's hot.
Oh, it was, and it gets even better when I called him back to buy the policy, and he went through all the shit again, all the same questions, and then jacked the price by $200.
Eat a dick. He's not.
Oh, it was.
Google when you're looking for a flight. You know Google does that, right?
Oh,
You're
really?
looking for a flight, and then you log back in, look at a flight, it goes up.
Oh, sure, yeah, because it's only available for the second that you're not looking.
Yeah.
But it was one of these little tricks, like, oh, gee, I don't know why the computer's doing that. Well, let me go ahead. Oh, and by then you've spent so much time listening to their shit that you're willing to just fine, fuck it, just sign me up. Like, no, I said no and got rid of him. But
Good.
immediately after, I think it was the same day, Mrs. E and I were going out for a hike on Mary's Peak, and we needed some cash for the parking when you get up there. So we
Right.
stopped in at a mini mart on the way up in Philomath. And Eastern European guy looked a little like gangster thuggy type dude.
Did he have a tracksuit on?
Almost, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that guy.
Yeah, he did.
You know the one. He's what's his big deal? Go in and
We just insulted all 2.5 of our
got all of our Ukrainian listeners.
Ukrainian listeners.
So I get a pop, and I go up and I give him a 20.
Did you get a pop?
And you got a pop. And
Did you get any battles and James when you were there?
he gives me back 3 5s and 4 1s. Counts it out right there in front of me. Good. I take it. I walk. I get in the car. Well,
Yeah.
it was Mrs. E's money, so I hand it back to her.
Right.
She counts it out and goes, "Did you just spend $6 on a pop?" Like, no, I spent $1 on a pop. Homeboy yanked a $5 as he was handing. It was so smooth. You could tell he'd done it a million times,
Holy shit.
and was just like, "Hey, what this big deal?" And
Did you go back in?
Oh, I went back in.
And
He's like, "Oh, okay, sorry," and just handed it back to me like it was like not like I need to count my till. Like
and
I
where was the store so I avoid it?
Yeah, it was just as they're heading out of Philomath on the left-hand side. There's this. It's actually a pretty nice little market. They've done some work to it, but I was like,
I'm probably never going to go to the stores anyway.
that
So.
was tricky. So
That was a nice job.
yeah.
I remember the kid tried to pass me a 20 when I was in the photomat. I said a bunch of words you didn't understand, didn't I?
Photo man.
Finish your story. I'll tell you the photomat.
Anyway, it wasn't much of a story, but that was that. And then most recently, I ordered something on eBay or wherever from China. Didn't realize
Stop it with China.
Well, I guess so.
Yeah.
No, they had used the product literature, the product picture, everything that was this product, but it was a knockoff.
Yeah, it was.
And they sold it as though it were that. So I bought it, and I thought to myself, no, that's not right. I looked in the fine print. It was manufacturer unknown. Okay, it's a knockoff. Seriously, within 12 minutes of ordering it, I tried to cancel it, and they said, oh, it's already shipped.
What did you order?
Oh, it's this multi-tool thing, but it was the irony of it is it's they gave you a 6-week lead time for it to show up, and in 12 minutes they supposedly filled the order and they can't cancel it now.
Oh, of course not. Have you ever seen the Chinese prom dress websites or the
That sounds like a pornographic thing. Go on.
But no, there's
Slow-
actually
slow
like
down.
a bunch of China. I guess I don't know. China is just into making joke stuff, I suppose, because they have these pictures of these beautiful dresses, and they arrive and they're like basically hankies stitched together with a yarn.
Uh-huh.
So these
And
girls
what are you going to do about it, round eye?
Yeah, girls have got. Wow, that
Sorry.
was, wow.
That could be.
You're part
I
Japanese,
can
so
say
yeah,
that 'cause
that's
I'm
it.
part Japanese. Gives me free reign to be a
There
dick.
you go.
Yeah.
But yeah, some of these girls, like now there's like a series of like strains of, I don't know, Twitters or whatever, showing these horrible dresses that they get. They're supposed to look like this picture and they're just god awful. I think it's funny.
Yeah, yeah.
But now I'm like, you're not going to do that anyway.
Yeah.
Why would you do that? Don't order a fucking dress from China. Amazon, bitches. Amazon.
True.
It's right there.
Yeah.
Even if you don't have a membership.
You stumble over it on the way to
you could
everything else.
You could still order it.
Yeah.
Even if you don't have a membership.
Yeah. It was
Fuck.
fun. Anyhow, your thing.
I beg your pardon. Giggity. Stop sanitizing the past.
Oh, they were going to say the pads. Okay,
Well,
go
there's
on.
that too.
Yeah.
Just stop it.
Are you talking about the Holocaust again?
Shh. No, okay, here's the thing.
Okay.
I do a lot of the theaters
Mm-hmm.
stuff like you used to do.
Several theaters, yeah.
Yeah.
I retired from that, you know.
I know you did. Fucking liar. But anyway, there are certain plays and bits of literature that use objectionable come on.
The cider's getting you.
I've been kissed by the cider. Objectionable, boom, words for other members of the human race
Sure.
or genders.
Right.
Okay. They're in plays. They're in great works of literature. It's
Like
our past.
N-word Jim, perhaps?
N-word Jim on the Family Guy. Yes. Okay. Cat on a Hot Tin Roof. Tennessee Williams.
Right.
Right? N-word. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Do we want to say that now? No.
No.
Did it occur in our history?
It may have.
Should this
Could
place...
be why all those people are so angry.
A little bit. Should this play still be done if it's performed in a vacuum of the 1950s to show us?
That was what it was like.
Yeah.
Then. Yeah.
Yes, it should. Should we whitewash Tennessee Williams, one of the greatest playwrights of all time?
That
Were
would be
he alive
ironic.
right now?
Mm-hmm.
No.
No.
So I'm just.
He was stuck in his ways.
I'm just. Oh, the fucking Cat on a Hot Tin Roof deals with homosexual overtones.
Ooh.
Not even overtones, my friend.
Undertones.
Ew.
Yeah.
And it's so it was a very shocking play at the time. Yes, they used the N-word. It takes place in the South. Hello?
Mm-hmm.
So should we be the generation that whitewashes and censors other pieces of literature because it has words in it we don't like?
There's just so much going on these days with over PCing and then the backlash to PCing, which is almost getting
dick.
as bad. Exactly.
Yeah.
That's there. To be honest, that's a slight facet of why I left theater, is because I was getting to the point where I was afraid I was gonna. Because I
People called you N-word Jim?
that was it.
Oh,
I had
all
about
right.
enough of it.
Okay.
I hear these stories and everybody's a pariah. Everybody says the wrong thing or does the wrong thing or makes somebody mad in a joke or something. I worry about it not a lot with this show because thankfully I have a really good editor who can cut some shit out if I say the wrong thing. But I said something in confidence at the last play that I did to somebody.
There's your first mistake.
Exactly.
Yep.
And not that they said anything, but there were mics. And the guy running the mics was the person who was irritating me. And I was like, you know what? A, I shouldn't be saying bad shit. But B, I didn't want to hurt this kid's feelings because he was kind of being a pain in my ass. But it's like, what is in it for me? I'm in this show to enjoy myself. And here, if I do or say the wrong thing, end up hurting this kid's feelings and end up being a big dickhead. And it's like, you know what? That's one of the little things that was kind of like, I don't need to be out in public saying things.
Well, okay. First of all, second of all,
Mm-hmm.
theater is not designed to be touchy-fucking-feely, sweet, and kind.
No. Certainly not backstage.
Anybody who has a modicum of intelligence realizes that theater originated with the Greeks and even further back with ancient man.
And we know what they were into.
Ew. Ancient man. I say man. Yeah, I said man. Fuck it. Meet me on a corner. Beat me up because I said ancient
And they
man.
were all dressed like women.
Jesus. But ancient people sat around the campfire, and they didn't really have, developed vocal cords yet. They didn't really have developed speech or language.
I've seen Caveman.
So they
Zug Zug.
That's from. Is that from?
Caveman.
Zug Zug is also from. Is that from Futurama? No, anyway.
They probably stole it from Caveman.
Yeah. Anywho, so they acted out their day.
Uh-huh.
That's another theory as to where theater started.
Okay.
It was via storytelling because they had no words.
Sounds like bullshit, but I'll go with it.
Come on. Anyway, so, but I mean the Greeks and Dionysian ritual from Dionysus. It wasn't like we're all going to make paper chains. No. We're going to fuck each other. We're going to drink wine. We're going to kill some shit.
That sounds like a great time.
That's fucking theater.
Yeah.
It's not carousel. And I get really tired of this whole polishing of this, and it gets on my tit.
Yeah.
Just the left one.
Okay.
And I
That's why it's like that.
It is. And I posted a thing that John Cleese had said, and he was talking essentially what Mel Brooks was talking about, that political correctness will be the death of comedy. And he was talking about how everybody gets so easily butthurt nowadays, and he goes, I don't want it to be like don't hate people, but
Yeah.
comedy is meant to be challenging. And I had one of my former students who I love dearly like a son went off for 5 paragraphs, missing the point. I love him dearly, but he missed the point.
Well, that was actually the kid that I was venting my ire, not intentionally
Nice
toward
phrase.
that time. Thank you.
Well done.
That had gotten on my nerves was because he piped up at the director of the show.
Yeah.
Had a Nazi character do something.
Yeah.
And it wasn't even. It was a little ridiculous.
What show was this?
The 39 Steps. You saw it.
Oh, I saw. There's a Nazi in that.
At the very end, when gosh, I can't remember the guy's name. The tall blonde guy that played one of the clowns.
These people.
That wasn't Nick. He went into like a Hitler sounding voice, and then in his extremely long, ridiculous death, he fell down, and then he heiled Hitler, and then was pulled off by his foot and slid across the stage. Well, this kid thought that would be offensive and that we shouldn't do it.
Come on,
and put in
they're
his 2
making
cents.
fun of Nazis.
Exactly, and it's that kind of thing. It's the not understanding what the context of the thing is, like, or the intent behind it.
Yep.
You could. Well, here's an example. Just 2 nights ago, Puppy and I sat down and watched Blazing Saddles. I hadn't seen it in a long time.
Oh, come
wondering
on.
if I'd seen it the way I remembered. And I posted a line from it on Facebook. It was "De Camptown Ladies."
I saw that and I go, that's gonna get shit.
Well,
that's gonna get shit from people.
No,
People are
it
gonna
was
get pissed.
perfect. I got a couple of people on there that had made their comments. One of them works at the White Side and pointed out that they're going to be showing that movie soon. And I was like, very cool, very funny, but at the same time, the N-word gets used an awful lot in that movie.
People are not, and
it's a lily white conservative community with a great heart, but at the same time, when you got a bunch of white people sitting in a big theater laughing at the N-word,
Yep.
if you were someone of color in that same room, it could definitely give you a feeling.
well, and that was the point of my
So it's
student.
like, how do you go? Do you just not do stuff like that? Should a person have enough of a sense of humor to go, this was made back then.
Right.
It was funny at the time.
Right.
It's funny in its own way. Let's
Right.
laugh at that.
Right.
And if you can go through life with that kind of attitude, there's no need to be offended at anything, because nobody does anything to you on purpose intentionally.
Yeah, it's,
The need for offense is
Yeah.
almost never there.
and I know because a lot of people are like, it's because you're getting older. You're saying that. No. So you don't understand. I was around when that was common, and those names were common. Calling people of the homosexual variety of the F word and N words this, and it was there.
Yeah.
And then political correctness came along. Thank God.
Yeah, it is a good thing.
Because
We're finding a
it's-
good balance with it. I mean, it's
Well,
good to
not
be
anymore.
sensitive to these things.
Not anymore.
Well, yeah, it's gone the other way.
As it has, because I mean, it was created for a reason, and the reason was that we're tired of calling people,
Yeah.
fucked up names. Then it got ridiculous. And now it's still in the ridiculous stage.
Well,
I think
people are so excited to correct and to, be the one that wants to point out or everything. It's like, we could all just mind our own fucking business and get along and pretend that everything's fine, and a lot of times it would be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Here's the thing:
Anyway,
do you have to comment?
not really.
No.
No. If you were too busy, you wouldn't have time to.
I want to go on the Facebooks because I don't go on a whole lot. I'll go on like in spurts, giggity, like you'd said before.
Right.
I'll be on there for a while, then phew,
Yeah. Ghost.
gone. I want to go on Facebook and just put the word just one word.
Vagination.
Nice.
Thank you.
Just something and see what people put on there. Really.
Yeah.
Just why would you comment on that? Why would you? Why? Why would you do that? Because I want to see what people will what they will do. Because there are people who literally seek out and find ways to be oppositional.
Oh, yeah, exactly.
I mean, like we've pointed out before, Facebook is a giant diagnosis of oppositional defiance disorder. You say blue, they say red.
Yeah.
That's the way it is.
Okay. I think that's a very good point. We might take a station break, huh?
I gotta take a piss break. I don't know about you.
How about that? Let's let Mrs. E drop a little something in right here.
Giggity.
You're listening to the Tangent Lounge with Electric Gary and Dorrie, just Dorrie, and we're available on Podbean and Stitcher and iTunes and Gmail and all that shit at Tangent Lounge. Give us a listen and maybe a review. And
Gotcha.
no surprise.
Sandra's gonna fucking hate that.
Yes,
Are
you're
you
talking
sure
to the back of your microphone.
See,
again.
that's what I thought.
There
You
it
said
is.
yes.
No, well, no. So we're still here in the back of the windy backyard. We're gonna see what there is to say.
Yep.
So you went to a mat of some kind.
A what?
A photo something.
Oh, I mentioned in the previous episode about the photomat, spelled with an F,
Yeah.
mind you. And okay, for those of us who live in the Pacific Northwest, every 12 feet there is a coffee hut that you drive through and get coffee.
Of some sort.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, they used to have something called photomat, which was a very tiny, tiny little hut, little thing, envisioned like a coffee hut.
Just big enough for a hand job.
Okay. And you would drive through, drop off your film. Now, kids, film is something that
There's
came
a
out
lot
of a
of backstory
camera.
here.
Yeah, it came out of a camera. Now, a camera
How'd you put film in a phone?
is not.
This is no working.
So anyway, you had real film. It
Okay.
came out of like 35 millimeter real cameras.
Not just for teeth.
Correct. I'm rocking that right now. Sorry about
Mhm.
that. Anywho, so I used to work on a photomat.
Oh, did you?
I did.
Did somebody run it over with a Volkswagen bus while being chased by Libyans? Or no, they were the Libyans.
No, yeah, there were, no. But I did have one kid who was mental who worked for a photomat, and he decided
Can't say that anymore.
mental or kid.
I don't know. Who knows?
He got out of his car and decided to beat up my photomat booth with a baseball bat.
Oh,
Good times.
leave a mark.
I guess I was like,
I was hoping he was wearing batting gloves because that'll hurt.
nice. No, he just decided he was nuts. I
Yeah,
went to
sounds
school,
like it.
I went to school with his brother who was really cute and had a crush on him in high school.
Ah,
Yeah, that went nowhere. But then I went back to the 10-year reunion. He was bald. What? So I'm good.
Well.
But his brother, who was nuts, apparently, decided
still
lost
crazy
his-
after all these years?
Yeah, I don't know.
Wow.
Went nuts and started beating up my photomat booth. Anyway, a little photomat booth, tiny thing. Drove through, dropped your film off, and then a big, massive truck would come by, pick up all the film, take it to the developing center. Then he would get actual pictures back
Pull out all the nudes.
on pieces of paper. Oh, they had to,
Yeah,
actually.
that was part of your
They had
policy.
to report some stuff. Yeah, oh yeah. So I worked at a photomat.
Okay.
That was a mentioning of it.
Right.
And it was a weird thing because there was no place to pee.
Did you have to work in like the middle of the night? Because some weird shit had to go down the
No.
photomat in the middle of the night.
There's something awry at the photomat. No, it was standard hours. We didn't work super late. I think maybe like 8 o'clock or some shit. I don't know. But yeah, some weird shit. I remember we had a cereal.
Pooper?
That was
lot
a
these days.
Bob's Burgers. No. A serial obscene phone call guy who
Oh.
would call every photomat and do obscene phone calls. But I was so good at receiving obscene
Richard
phone
Ramirez early days.
calls. Right? Starter kit. The Richard Ramirez starter kit.
Ooh, business idea.
I gotta write. Hold on, I gotta write that down until that's a window of opportunity. No. He would like call a different because it was all girls pretty much. A handful of guys, but mostly girls worked at photomats, right? Because
Sure.
they wear these blue smocks and these blue scarves,
Like the hot dog on a stick girls.
kinda.
Yeah.
And so he'd call these, and he called mine. I'm like, oh man, buddy, this is your worst fucking day. I actually out talked him. He hung up on me. I shit you not. He did.
That's a skill.
It is a skill.
Yeah.
I out talked a guy who it was about midnight, and oh man, I just done a massive show for a place called Sledgehammer Theater in San Diego. Paid gig.
Still there?
Oh yeah.
Oh.
That's a significant theater, my friend.
Okay.
Got the paid for that, right? Show was over, and they said, yeah, you can borrow like parts of the furniture and whatnot because I was directing a show at a different theater.
And you needed something in your living room.
Not this stuff, no.
Oh, okay.
But the only time I could get to the theater was after my rehearsal for what I was directing. So then a friend of mine and I hopped in the car, the old Hyundai.
Yeah.
Hyundai.
Oh,
Hyundai, yeah.
XL.
Yeah, shit.
Yeah.
Horrible car.
Yeah, they are.
Anyway, so, I drove to the theater, and we're putting in furniture in my little hatchback, and I turn around, and all of a sudden this guy appears out
Oh.
of fucking nowhere. It's about midnight.
Comforting.
Downtown San Diego.
Yeah.
This guy appears out of nowhere.
Nothing bad could happen there.
It's winter. Now, granted, San Diego winter is cold.
So it's 75.
Yeah. No, it got cold, but it wasn't like freezing.
Right.
But you knew to wear pants, right?
Oh, okay.
He was wearing shorts.
Sandra, what's it like in winter where you are?
He was wearing shorts and a Hawaiian shirt and mismatched socks, no shoes.
At Miss America pageant headwear?
At midnight.
Uh-huh.
No baggage, nothing. Just him.
Kind
Shows
of a
up.
red flag.
Bing, starts talking about all kinds of weird shit.
He'd have a cast on and wanted you to help him load a truck into the back of his van. She's a great big fat person.
What? That's a whole other episode. No. He just started like kind of doing crazy man talk, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I out crazied him and he walked away.
Nice.
Yeah.
You
I
didn't
started talking about politics. Fucking threw him off his track,
do
man.
the Steve Martin, wet your pants and push garbage around in a
And eat your
shopping
boogers.
cart and
No,
throw
I
up on
just,
your money.
I just, I just started talking about politics and weird stuff, like weird, like and he.
In the future, Donald Trump will be president.
Oh yeah,
He's crazy.
He's crazy. Run. But yeah, see, I could out
Speaking of
crazy.
running, you got to tell the listeners about your sheets.
Excuse me. Oh. Okay. I was in the Targets, and I just like after school's out, I kind of like give myself a little treat,
So to speak.
And I've on sale, mind you, on the clearance rack.
Yeah.
Dangerous. What's it called? Stranger Things. Dangerous. I've had too much cider.
Okay.
Stranger.
Dangerous things. Running with scissors.
Stranger Things, the fabulous TV show. That there are 2 seasons.
I hope we have the third. coming
Bed
soon.
sheets.
Yeah.
I have bed sheets. It's the lights. It's the Christmas lights.
Yeah.
So the bed sheet part, which you didn't see, you saw the pillows.
Right.
The pillows have the Christmas lights on them, and you see "Run" written in big black letters, and then the sheets themselves have all the Christmas lights, and the ones that are lit up are "RUN."
Ah.
I can't understand why I can't get laid. I don't understand.
Well, when you start asking if you're in,
Yeah, but
that's a lot of pressure.
well, I mean, it's I have come on, Stranger Things sheets, and people understand why I can't get a date.
We recently rewatched the whole series,
Yeah, you did.
and the first time I watched it, I liked it. I was like, "This is good," but I kind of had, which is so
fucking
backwards
loved
for me.
it, dude.
Very, very backwards for me. Most of the time, I'm taken in by whatever and experience it, and then you can watch it again with more critical eye, and I'm kind of like, it's not as good.
Yeah.
This was complete reverse. First time I watched it, I liked it. Second time I watched it, in love. That whole the thing that and Spielberg had his big tentpole movies back in the 80s all had that. Thank you.
I always think of
it's
like
an industry
Woody's.
term.
I think of Woody's.
Had this like indescribable fuck, I'm fucking this up.
See, you can't describe it.
I haven't even been
I'm
drinking.
thinking here. Let me do this. If Stephen King and Steven Spielberg had a love child, it would be Stranger Things.
There you go.
Bingo.
But it creates there's an ambiance of it. There's it pulls you, and you
It's
can almost
innocence. It's innocence meets evil.
And we watched Close Encounters recently. Same
Love
kind
it.
of thing. There's an aura about it. The cinematography, the score, the whole thing, the story, and these kids. It puts you right back there. I've never been to Indiana, but I was Lucas as a kid. I was the kid who thought he was going to be Rambo.
Really?
And the walkie-talkies and the riding your bike and thinking you're a secret agent. I was that kid. So it's
That's funny.
Yeah, I totally
I
love it.
want to see that. You need to bring that more to the table.
Just watch more Stranger Things.
I'm
Look for the
sorry.
blanket,
I'm
that's
I'm Letterkenny it.
That's true.
I'm
You
being
got that now.
Letterkenny.
So
Do we have time, or are we?
let's right now we're a little bit in. Let's drop in a station ID. This
All
is
right.
3 in a row.
Ping.
Ping.
You're listening to The Tangent Lounge featuring Electric Gary and Dorrie Just Dorrie. You can find us on Podbean, Podcast Addict, iTunes, Facebook, Twitter, thetangentlounge.com, and thetangentlounge@gmail.com.
And Pong. So, what are you saying?
I don't know. He's on the Zima.
If only.
You know what? It's back.
Is it?
The Zima's back.
I was more of a Taos guy. You ever have Taos?
The fuck? No.
It's the same kind of thing. Clear bottle, clear booze.
Really?
Yeah.
Malt
basically
liquor.
a white wine cooler.
It's just your malt liquor, isn't it?
I don't know.
Isn't
but
that Zima a malt
I think it is.
beverage?
I think it is. Yeah.
It
Anyway, there's so much to drink. You can get shit faced on seltzer now. They got hard seltzer.
what?
Yeah. Yeah.
Fuck off.
Yeah, we have a pomegranate hard seltzer in our garage.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah, well, who wouldn't? Totally straight, by the way.
Me, apparently. I have no idea what's going on with the pomegranate hard seltzer.
Yeah, you got to say it like that.
Well, yeah, you do, because you have to say, I told you guys that we're doing a sketch show.
Yeah. Bring them up to speed on
Yeah,
that.
Not Your Mother's Fucking Comedy Show.
Yeah.
And every time that the word fucking appears, whether on the cable television there or on live on the stage, even on stage it gets blooped. That's funny, yeah.
So somebody's actually going to hit
oh, yeah, they are.
dump button?
Yeah, they are.
Nice.
Even on live. And one of the sketches, Michael doesn't know this yet, though, my sketch partner.
Okay, it's a debut right here. You guys are going to know.
He kind of knows.
Well, he might know by the time that everybody else.
But he hasn't read it yet, because we have a running Google Doc. Those are words that never would come out of my mouth 25 years ago.
Running Google Doc. Look at you like you had lobsters coming out of your ears.
It's about a guy who lives in a really obscure town in Minnesota, real close to the border there.
Okay.
Who
what's it called?
I don't remember the town. I looked up the town online. I forgot the name of it already.
Okay.
But he has a conspiracy theory surrounding Phil Collins' song "Somewhere in the Air Tonight."
Oh,
So
yeah, that's a good one.
That's his conspiracy theory about that.
Okay.
So it's kind of a mockumentary sketch, and they introduce everybody and they talk to everybody and they do interviews. And one of the gals who grew up with this guy, went to school with them and knew the whole conspiracy theory.
Oh, yeah.
She interviews with the guys who are doing the mockumentary, and she asks them if they have Battles and James, and then she finds out that they don't make that anymore.
Oh.
So she asks for the Zima, and they have the Zima.
Oh, okay.
But she... It is, because she's talking about how, like, this guy's stuck in the 80s and shit, and she has, like, a sideways pony on.
Oh, yeah.
Right? And she's still looking for Battles and James. Yeah, Michael has no idea we're doing this sketch.
Okay.
He has no idea.
He'll get it.
He never listens to this.
No.
None of our friends do.
Why would
except
they?
for Dakota and Nissa.
Yeah.
That's it.
Well, they're our only true friends.
And Johanna.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And
Johanna cooks to it, I believe.
Oh, good.
She does cook to it.
Well, Russ only gets to eat, once every 6 weeks? Then?
Apparently he does. And I got a doctor.
Oh, right.
Do we remember we remember the whole story of Dorrie not having a physician because her physician was a cunt and dropped her because she didn't like her insurance?
I don't remember the cunt part, but go on.
I'm taking that word back, by the way.
Yeah.
I was really offended by that word when I was young. Really, really offended by it.
Now you're only offended by the word adulting.
Right? Jaron.
You adulting cunt.
You adulting cunt. Well, no, like I'll drop something in the house and go, oh, cunt. I mean, I don't know. Yeah. I guess it's because I don't use mine anymore. I don't know.
Save it for churches and synagogues.
But anyway, I Bismagen. My doctor dropped me because she didn't like my insurance.
Or your attitude, young lady.
Oh my cunt! Apparently, that's yeah. Anyway,
so
yeah. So it took me after the diverticulitis extravaganza in May,
which got this whole personal growth
this
experience.
whole personal Jesus thing going. So I could get an appointment. I went in and crawled out of the ER 2 days later to go into Corvallis to get a doctor. Right. So I got an actual appointment.
Okay. With a GP? Are you with me?
Are you with me? What's happening right now?
I don't know.
Anyway, no, it's at the residence clinic, which is kind of cool because you get guys who are like, and women.
Are these
like,
resident RAs that are running this place?
It's Val Kilmer. It's in Real Genius. No. They're doctors like on their third year. What are you doing with the wire there, buddy?
I'm hooked. Oh, there we go. There.
Third year residencies, and he's got a guy that follows him around as a first year, and then you have an actual physician who.
Is this a reality show?
Not. But the doctor I got was
Dr. Dave.
He was really cool though. No, he's really, really cool. And he looks like he literally stepped out from a snowboarding calendar.
Right on.
He's really. I'm like, he walked in. I was like, like visibly, I gasped because I'm like, God damn.
You can hear him coming though, because his ski boots are like clunk, 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 coming down the hall.
But I mean, he was really. I mean, he's a young guy, so it's like, who cares? But I mean, he was like stunning.
Ah.
I'm not gonna have him go in my vajay.
No.
That's embarrassing.
Yeah.
To have a really good-looking guy rooting around in there?
I think that's kind of the goal for a lot of folks. But
no,
okay.
not at my age.
No.
Not having like a guy in his 30s who's really good-looking rooting around in there.
Yeah.
You got any Bartles and James?
Got any business? Mind your business.
But I'm just happy to have a doctor now. And he was really super supportive. Both he and the other physician were like way stoked because they looked at my stats from last year and they're like, wow, you have done so much.
Are so stoked all the time.
Oh, no. But he's like, you've done so much. This is amazing. I mean, I got like high fives from like 3 doctors. It was
right
great.
on.
Yeah. Yeah, so
Yeah,
that was nice.
To be honest, most people don't turn themselves around the way you. Not that you were like
No,
trashed or anything.
No,
but
let's
I
be
mean,
realistic. I was. I mean, I pulled
you were
it
on the
off.
highway to hell, young lady.
I was on the. Well, I was sick. I didn't know it.
Yeah,
I was really sick. I had no idea. I had no idea.
Sick bitch.
Sick. Wait a minute. Cunt. I was. We've lost 27,000 followers just now, but
We're
I was
whittling it back down.
No, it's just that I played it off because every time I'd have a lot of abdominal pain and discomfort, and I'm like, oh, this is gas.
Just the way it is. Yeah.
This way it is. I'm old. This is the way it is to be old. Da 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 da.
Yep.
Nah, it's not.
Turns out
It's not.
you can be young again.
Yep. Well, let's not push it. I have a vagina for a neck. We've talked about that.
That's true.
I've lost so much weight that I have like a vulva on my chin.
You got it. That's why you're holding your mic in front of it.
I don't have to impress you.
Thank you, by the way.
Yeah, I gotta put my chair back. Hang on.
Oh.
There we go. There we go.
Yeah,
There
zero
it is.
gravity
I
position.
got a zero grav chair.
Yeah.
A Z grav.
Okay.
A Z grav.
That's almost a word.
Wait, what's in my crotch? Oh, it's a pin. Sorry.
Thought that stopped happening.
Was there anything else on my list?
I think we might be all caught up.
We are caught up. I wonder if I've been consistent with my levels.
Your levels are looking great.
Are they?
I'm hoping we are hoping that the not to talk pod mechanics here, but
Talking pun.
if we have done our job right, we might be seeing some better sound quality, and those of you who have hung with us are about to be rewarded for your
and
efforts.
hopefully at least one of us will be famous soon.
Yeah, well, I hope it's you,
I hope it's me.
because those people have so many problems.
I hope it. Wow, that was a dick move. No, I just hope it's because
You're made for it.
not with my vagina neck. Nobody's gonna hire that. But I mean,
It'll make you unique.
Is that what they call it now? Is that what the kids are calling it?
That Chastain chick don't got that.
Okay, so wait a minute.
Okay,
Hold on.
wait a minute.
Deadpool.
You got a Chastain thing. Okay, go on.
Have you seen the second Deadpool?
I have. I enjoyed.
Do you want to get the words "I love you, Wade Wilson" tattooed on your teats?
That I don't. I'm
Okay.
not that into it.
I'm way into it.
Yeah.
I'm way into the Deadpool.
Did you like the second one better than the first? Was it a little bit louder and a little bit worse?
Nice.
Thank you.
No, I like them equally.
Yeah, yeah.
Equally.
I don't know. They were definitely different films.
Yeah, yeah, they're different purposes. Well, I know that.
The first one was a masterpiece.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Come on. Well, I know that I want my eventual goal, not by obviously this Halloween, but next Halloween, because Winter has those massive Halloween parties.
Is to get Ryan
of
Reynolds to wait a minute.
Which I got to make a note here. Electric Gary and his wife and Dakota. Basically, I go every year to see which one of those two will win. That's that. We all just show up to see either, Electric Gary and his wife or Dakota will win.
Oh, Mrs. E has the best.
Fuck.
the
See,
best
there it
stuff.
is. I thought I had a chance going as Brianna from, or Brienne rather, from Game of Thrones. Nothing. I had nothing. I had zero.
It is an epic party, and sadly this year we can't go.
Oh my God! Well, that means
So-
Dakota's gonna win.
You have a chance.
No, I don't, because I don't know what the fuck I'm gonna do. I have no idea.
You should maybe take my content. I was gonna be the bug one.
Fuck off.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? This chair's moving.
Oh,
This chair's moving. Wait.
that's
There we go.
it. I just saw things I don't want to see.
Shut your face. No. See, next Halloween, not this one, but next, if my determination still goes,
If your order comes in from
if
China.
I'm still my prom dress made of handkerchiefs and yarn. No, I just want to be able to have Johanna or even Susan, who's like Captain Designer,
Yeah.
make me a Deadpool suit.
Oh yeah.
I've got the stature.
That's true.
If I can lose the chunk,
You're getting there.
I'm losing the chunk. I'm building the muscles.
You may never if you can get it on, and
I may never take it off.
you may never take it off.
I may never take it
Yeah,
off. Yeah. So I mean, if I could, if I keep up this, because I'm gonna hit a wall. It's gonna happen. I'm gonna hit a wall. I thought I hit a couple of walls, to be honest.
There are natural plateaus, and
There are.
what you're doing there.
There really are, and it's like, oh fuck.
And you have to do more meth, and it starts dropping right off. Your teeth look pretty good, by the way. Considering.
I got that film. No, I'm so. No, I'm talking about like how you do the like the whole like determination thing.
Right.
Is what I'm saying.
Terminator.
Exactly. I'm like, oof. There's gonna come a time.
Yeah.
Oh
There
my
comes a time
God damn it,
when we heed a certain call. When the world. Okay.
Because wow, that just happened.
Wow. Yeah.
Yeah, it did. Well, no, I just want to be able to wear the Deadpool suit successfully.
Yeah. No,
So when I was
that's
younger,
a great goal. That's
when I was younger, I was felt.
You were a cat lady.
I actually did wear something very similar to that in the play and a scene once. Very clingy, but I was thin.
Mm-hmm.
So
You're getting there again?
I
You're going to have a couple of swords on your back and a couple of pistols on your hips.
and that's just dinner.
Yeah.
That's on a Tuesday.
Uh-huh. Convivial Tuesday in April.
God damn it.
I think we're going to have to call that good.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
Well, you all out there, keep your Deadpool up and your
You got nothing. You have nothing. You have nothing.
job down.
Wow.
Oh, that wasn't right.
That did not happen.
No. Apparently it's not rolling. Well, I'm Gary. She's Dorrie, just Dorrie. And you have been
Oh,
lounge.
shit.